What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have the Dismemberment Plan. Yes, indeed, how about that? The Dismemberment Plan making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Scraps de Selby Bowen. And Scraps de Selby Bowen wanted to see me react to this song by the Dismemberment Plan called Following Through. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, wait a second, yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Weezer for Days, all right? And the video has 1,400 views. Well, there you go. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Dismemberment Plan, Following Through, lyrics. Sometimes lyrics appear on the screen, sometimes lyrics are down in the description of the video. You never really know what these. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
That snare on 1 and 3.
It could have been good. It could have been something special. It may have had real potential. It never could show. It could have been great. It could have been something alright, but we never did keep it that tight. So what do you know? I'll get up at 5 a.m. I so don't need those dreams that I used to have. It could have been swell. It could have been off the hook now. If we ever had what it took now, I haven't a clue. I think it's as well. We may have been on the right track, finding all the pieces we lack, but what can you do? Now I see that these are cards we drew some time ago. So if you don't know, I can do anything with anyone at any time. Don't you forget this is my life and it's gonna be good. Don't you know?
The snares on wait. Don't tell me the snare's been on 2 and 4 the whole time.
So if you don't know,
The snare's been on 2 and 4 the whole time. They threw us for a swerve. Ha ha ha. Okay. Hey, look, good for them. I thought the snare was on 1 and 3. That's how it sounded. It sounded like it was on 1 and 3. I think it's because of the entrance of the vocals, like with the placement of the vocals. I think that's what was throwing me off and making me think the snare was on 1 and 3 when actually it's been on 2 and 4 the whole time. It's funny. It's funny. I'm not okay. To be clear, I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it. I think it's funny. They pulled off a great swerve right there. Good job, guys. It all sounds good. I'm not hearing anything displeasing. I'm not hearing anything that's, sticking out like a sore thumb. But by the same token, though, I'm also not going to sit here and say that I'm blown away by anything other than that swerve. That swerve, that was well done. That was absolutely well done. But that's honestly the most impressive thing I've heard about the song so far is that swerve. Everything else, very simple, very basic. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just not going to sit there and pretend like I'm blown away by it. But I got to give props where props are due. That swerve was nice. It absolutely was.
Don't you forget this is my life and it's gonna be good. Don't you know? Not a promise or a threat or an ultimatum. No, I can do those two. I'm just telling you, I got this life. I just got to live. I'm just following through. I dishonor the past, being so loose with my time. I could stand accused of high crimes in the court of the dead, and I could be next on a page about to turn soon. So I'm moving my ass at high noon. You heard what I said. I could say I hope I'm not misread, but that's alright. Well, I'm quite okay with losing that fight. I can do it anywhere with anyone at any time. Don't you forget, this is my life and it's gonna be good. Don't you know? Not a promise or a threat or an ultimatum. No, I can do those two. I'm just telling you, I've got this life. I've got to live. I'm just following through.
Sounds like they're getting ready to come back in again. A little misleading at the end. It feels like they're leading us into this false sense of, oh, they're going to come back in again. We're going to get back into the main body of the song again. And I saw the time that was left. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There's only like 12 seconds left. What are they going to do? And well, they hit that last note and sustained. That was the end of it. Ending, if I'm being honest, the ending was a little bit of a letdown. It was. That false lead in. Yeah. there's stronger ways to it. They could have ended that. There honestly is. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was the Dismemberment Plan with Following Through. This was a request from Scraps to Selby Bowen. Okay, I thought about it, and I got a score. It makes perfect sense to me, so let's get to it, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.3. Yep, 6.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.3. What does that mean? Well, a 6.3 would translate to a pretty good scale rating because overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. Yeah, B as in boy, not D, B-. So there you go, a 6.3, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. It's a pretty simple song. It's nothing all that complex from a chordal progression standpoint. Chordally, melodic lines, harmonic lines, harmonies. Everything sounded good. Everything sounded smooth for the most part. Some of the vocal harmonies at times got a little. I think they were just trying to insert too many notes and too many voices into the harmonies when just a simple third would have done the job, but instead they're trying to squeeze 4 and 5 voices layered into the chorus, and I'm just like, it's a little much, especially when it's not, 100%. How should I say this? 100% accurate, I guess. There were some places where it was very dissonant, and I'm sure that wasn't on purpose, but pleasing to the ear. Luckily it did resolve every time, but they did it in such a way that it almost sounded like it was out of tune by accident. Now, I don't believe for 1 second it was. This is a studio recording. Now, if it was live, well, that might raise some question marks. But this was a studio recording on Pro Tools, more than likely. Now, then again, maybe this was in the 90s before Pro Tools became a thing, before Auto-Tune became a thing. It's very possible. So maybe it was an accident, but I can't believe for 1 second a record label would allow that to be released with accidents on them and singing out of tune accidentally on them. It's gotta be intentional, right? It's gotta be. So yeah, some of the vocals didn't really stick all that well with me. But from a chordal progression standpoint, melodic line standpoint, arrangement standpoint, it all makes sense. It all lines up. It's good. It's solid. I have no complaints about that. As a matter of fact, I gotta kind of give them the tip of the cap. The swerve with the placement of the vocal. That's what threw me off. I was thinking that 1 was on 2. 2 was the snare hit. 2 and 4. But for some reason, I thought they were on 1, and I know exactly why. Because the vocals would come in on the end of 2 at the beginning of the phrase every single time. And it sounded like they were coming in on the end of 1. So I thought the snare hit was on 1. No, the snare hit's on 2, and the vocals are coming in on the end of 2. So nice swerve. They absolutely fooled me. So good on them. Once I saw it, once I figured it out, I was like, oh, that was very well done. Kudos, tip of the cap, top marks. Good job, guys. And like I said, I'm not mad at that. I'm not upset whatsoever. They pulled it off, and it sounded good. So kudos to them. They absolutely fooled me. Then I gotta give them props for it, and I did. I bumped up the score a little bit for that. So good job, guys. No, look, overall, I think it's a solid song. I don't think it's really anything to write home about, but it does the deed. It absolutely does the job. Guitar sounded good, bass sounded good, drums sounded good. Simple all across the board, but solid work. So, yeah, 6.3. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.3, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.